We are here for the top 25 for the Division 1 football scores. So first we have number 18, Oklahoma State, 8-3 win over Iowa State. Baylor beats number 12 Kansas, 8-7. In the second game of the doubleheader, Iowa State rose in Redeem Oklahoma State 2-0. Kansas 1-0 Baylor in game 2 doubleheader. And then it's Baylor Kansas. Number 17 Oregon 11-0 win over Maryland. Georgia number 3 Georgia rose Missouri 8-0. Number 15 Mississippi State beats number 6 Arkansas 1-0. Number 7 Florida 5-0 over South Carolina. Number 16 Duke 11-6 over North Carolina. In the Virginia rivalry, when you're at Virginia Tech, and Virginia with the win 4-3 with Duke North Carolina softball, or Duke North Carolina soccer, or Duke North Carolina lacrosse. Sports where they don't play multiple, you don't play every team once, per season. And they'll make sure those rivalries get played once per season. They flip-flop, And we have number 10 UCLA, 17-0 over Illinois. Number 2 Oklahoma, 3-0 over Texas. Number 4 Texas. Number 3 Alabama, 1-0 over Auburn. Number 14 Texas A&M, 10-6 over West. Number 1 Texas Tech, 10-2 over Utah. Number 2 SU, 4-1 over Arizona. In a non-conference match, a really good non-conference showdown. And then we have number 5 Nebraska, 5-0 over Wisconsin. Number 24 Arizona State, 7-1 over number 2 UCF. Number 8 Florida State falls to Stanford 9-8. Number 23 Grand Canyon. With those 2 losses to Nevada, they bounce back in the midweek, and they win 9-4 against Bay State. And then number 2 Washington, 8-6 over Minnesota. In the American University State, 3-2 over UTSA. Charlotte 3-2 over Memphis. South Florida 3-2 over Florida. North Texas, Syracuse 4-1 over Wisconsin. Pittsburgh 8-5 over Clemson. Notre Dame 5-2 over Louisville. Iowa 2-1 over Tech in the conference show. NCAA 14 over California. And we have BYU 10-6 over Houston. Connecticut Providence 8-6 over St. John's. Connecticut 16-3 Big Ten over Butler. Villanova 8-5 over St. Paul. Green 6-5 over Georgetown. And 6-4 in the second game of the player. And then Montana 9-6 over Sacramento State. Weber State 3-2 over Portland State. And then Idaho State 10-4 over North Carolina. And then Sacramento State went second over 9-3 after the rain. Kind of hard to grab the ball in the first game. A lot of rain. Well, this game could up. And then North Carolina 4-3 over Idaho State. And then second game of the player. And then Weber State sweeps over Portland State 6-5. They're the only team that swept the player. The 16 Big Sky Conference for softball. Winthrop 4-3 over South Korea Upstate. University of South Korea Upstate. And then Winthrop wins 4-3. Like I said, Webb 2-0 over Presbyterian. Longwood 1-0 over Redford. And Northwestern is 8-2 over Penn State. And then Michigan 10-8 over Ohio State. Rutgers runners Michigan State 10-2. Indiana 4-1 over Purdue. And then Cal State 4-10, 15-1 run over UC University of Riverside. Hawaii 10-8 and 14-0. So Hawaii sweeps the doubleheader. Run was the second game. And then Cal State 4-10. Dominate run over 15-1 next, and they win the series 3-1. And then Drexel 4-0 over North Carolina. Saberg 9-3 Mama. Cable 7 over Hofstra. Elon over Hampton 8-0. And Tom Eaton's and Felsey 1-2. Drexel State 6-2 over Kansas State. Delaware Rose Mississippi 1. 31-3 over Western Kentucky. Florida National 4-3 over Eastern Tech. Southern Houston 5-0 over Missouri State. New Mexico State 8-3 over UTEP. And then Indianapolis wins 8-4 over Oakland. And Oakland wins 9-5 over Indianapolis. And Northern Kentucky 12-2 over Grand Morris. Game 1 is series. And then Indiana State Fellowship, Illinois State 5-2. Game 1, the doubleheader. Bradley 5-3 over Missouri State. Belmont 7-0 over Brazil. Drake Southern 11-0 over Drake. Game 1, doubleheader. Northern Iowa 12-9 over Chicago. Game 1, doubleheader. Then Illinois State 5-3 over State. So this means the series 2-0. Now trying for game 1 and game 3 of the series. We're sweet. Murray State was Bradley 10-0, and they split. There was a split doubleheader. Northern Iowa was Chicago 17-9. High score on so Northern Iowa will try to win game 3 of the series. Perfect. In Southern Iowa will win 1-3 Drake. They'll try to win game 3 of that series. And then in the Southland, 8-4 Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Incarnate 11 on Arnold State. So these are Rosemar 8-0. Houston Nicholas State 3-0. Houston Christian. Seahawks 12-3 16. So these are wins game 2 of the 8-1. Houston Christian wins game 2 of the Genome Nicholas State. Houston Christian State 4-2. Incarnate Word wins both games of the 3-1 second game. Seahawks won both games of the race 6 game. He went 11-6 in game 2. In the doubleheader between Purdue and Grambling. Purdue the top team in the SWAC. And they win 9-5. And then 15-5 in the second game of the doubleheader. 5. Texas State. Or Texas Southern. That's the Texas State. Texas Southern. 9-4 Oklahoma State. And then Alabama A&M wins 11-7 Mississippi State. Jackson State 3-2 Bethune Cookman. And Texas Southern in the second game of the Oklahoma State 1-0. Southern won Missouri 7-9-1. And Florida A&M 7-3 over Alabama State. Summer League, 6-team Summer League in softball. North Dakota State, 4-1 over South Dakota. Omaha keeps their undefeated streak in Summer League play live 7-0 with a 4-0 win over St. Thomas. And Kansas City 5-3 over North Dakota. James Madison 6-2 over Louisiana. Marshall 6-0 over Coastal Carolina. Thomas 1-0 over Georgetown. Louisiana Monroe 2-0 over Georgia State. Texas State 11-7 Troy. Georgia State 4-3 South Alabama. And finally West Wisconsin play. Santa Clara 9-1 first game double over San Diego. In Monroe, Oregon State 6-4 representing game 1 double series 4-2 over Seattle. So both of them are 3-0. And then series goes to 4-0. So game 1 win for 2-0. And Oregon State wins game 2 double 2-1 over Pacific. And Santa Clara wins game 2 of that. Santa Clara wins game 2 of that doubleheader in San Diego 55. And then Utah Valley 5. Western Lake, they win game 1 of the doubleheader 11-1. And then Christian goes 11-2 in game 2 of the doubleheader. So both win rows. Lincoln Prairie Baptist 11-8 over Turton. Turton 10-3 over Southern Utah. And then Card Utah's win splits the doubleheader 2-0 in the second game. And then Charlton 7 over Utah in the second game of that doubleheader.